This video is a full tutorial to revive your old outdated laptop or PC, like that one. We need to do these 4 steps to revive our old dead laptop or PC. First one is OS. For the OS, I will continue with installing Puppy Linux. Again, in this Puppy Linux, we have 2 options. First one is the Puppy. Okay, this one is the lightest, so if you have very old laptop or computer, try this one. The other one is Bookworm. In this video, I will talk about both of them and the way that you can install them, so don't worry about it. The other thing is booting that installed OS into a flash disk or USB stick, and the final one is installing this USB stick, and after that you need to install useful softwares. So right now let's go and download Puppy Linux. In my browser, I just simply search download Puppy Linux and I open the first website. In here it says that you need to visit our download page. In this place you will see lots of download links with different distro names. So let's start with this part. This is Debian base. Okay, so my preferred items is these 2 options. Okay, Bookworm Pup 32-bit and 64-bit. If you have a laptop or a PC that has 4 GB of RAM, you can use one of these, okay? But if your laptop or PC is too older than this, I recommend you to continue with this Ubuntu base, this one, okay? This 64-bit one. And again, if you think your laptop is more than, 15 to 20 years, you need to continue with this one. Plus 15 equals to 15. These options are for laptops that have 4 GB of RAM. Okay, that's my recommendation. So right now I'm going to download this one, but the whole download process is same. Don't worry at all. They all look like same. I simply will click on this link. In here you'll see different download links and they are in different places. So as an example, I'll try first one, and in here I will easily download this one. Okay, so as you can see, I previously download bunch of Puppy OS distros, so I previously downloaded, easy peasy. We successfully passed the first step, and right now we are going to jump into booting. So let me tell you something. For booting, you have 2 options. First one is using Rufus. The other option is using Ventoy. Both of these softwares did their job well, but the point is all of your data will be deleted. So you need to pick a flash disk or USB drive that you don't have any useful files and information under. For this tutorial video, I will tell you how to use Ventoy because this one is my preferred one. So let's go. I search download Ventoy in my browser and I open the first website. Okay, download Ventoy. My preferred option is this windows.zip file, so I click on it and press on download. I plugged in my flash disk and this is our Ventoy zip file. I right click and extract it into Ventoy folder. If you don't have WinRAR software, you can press on extract all. Okay, Windows did its job for you. So these are options that you'll see after you extract the Ventoy. You need to open this one. This software automatically detects the flash disk that is connected to your device. Okay, so if I press on install, it says that all the data that you have on your flash disk, it will last. Continue. I also have files, but that's not important. I press on yes. Again, yes, that's double check because lots of people just simply press on continue or next. They have double check. Ventoy installed successfully, so I close this software. At this moment, your flash disk turned into a bootable device, and if you put any ISO files on it, it will boot that ISO file for you. The point is, right now you can easily copy ISO files in your flash disk, putting your external files that you have, and it won't affect anything. I will copy both of these 2 files in my flash disk. Right now we dive into the most important part: installing Puppy OS. As you can see, the device that I'm going to install the operating system on it is Dell Chromebook. So whenever I press the power button and after that press the escape button, it will jump into the boot menu. But if you have older devices, they use BIOS operating system. So for them, you definitely need to hit F2 button, F12 button, or escape button. Sometimes delete button. And the other thing is, after you go into the BIOS, you need to change your boot order into your flash disk. Okay, because we have lots of of variations of motherboards, laptops, and PCs, it's not possible to record a how to tutorial for that part. But the whole point is you need to go to the boot menu and choose your flash disk as the first boot. Reinstall the Bookworm. I will reinstall this one. If you want to install the Puppy OS on your hard disk or your SSD, at first you need to go into the system and in here find Gpart, and right now choose your hard disk or your SSD disk. Okay, this one is my Chromebook hard disk, so I press on the OK. Right now you will see the partitions. If you have important files, don't delete them, copy them in a safe place and then do these things. So the point is we are going to again make them in this format. Okay, so at first I need to delete them, okay, with this way and this way, then press on this apply, again apply. Okay, I press on the close. Right now we have 4 GB of unallocated space. So the point is I need to create a new, and in here on the size I will give it 250 megabytes with the file system of FAT32, this one, and then press on add. Why did I this? This FAT32 part is going to be our boot device. Okay, so the boot files are going to be located in that one, and the other one is going to be our hard disk. Okay, the disk that Puppy OS is going to be installed on it. So I press on that. As you can see, both of them are created, but before exiting you need to press on the apply. Okay, both of them are done. I press on the close, again close this one, and right now it's time to install the Puppy OS. I go to the menu. In the setup part you need to press on this one. I press on this one. Okay, if you are using other versions of the Puppy OS, okay, you will see this one. Okay, this menu is a popular one, Bookworm Pup. Okay, it might be one of these things. Okay, so if you are using other distro, you will see it in here. You simple click, you will jump into this part. So we are going to install the Puppy. I press on this one. In here it says that where is your installer file. I press on this because we boot it with our flash drive and this is our Puppy OS. In here you will need to select the place that the Puppy OS needs to be installed. I will choose this one, okay, because this FAT32 is just a boot one. So I use this ext4 and press on OK. In here, if you want, you can create another folder and tell it the Puppy OS files placed on that. So I will do it. It's optional. So I press on OK. Again, press on OK. As you can see, it's written. So again, I need to press on OK. It's time to tell it the boot place. I click on this boot. In here, it tells us where the Puppy installed. Puppy installed on this larger file, so I press on OK. And in here, it says that select the directory containing of the Puppy installed. Okay, I installed all of them in this directory, so I click on it and press on OK. After we select that, as you can see, it says that select the FAT32 boot partition. So this one is our boot partition. Okay, we created. I press on OK. And I let it be on both the default one and press on OK. Again OK, and done. Done. With this way you can easily install Puppy OS. So if I go to the menu, press on leave and hit on the reboot, I press on the yes. I will see this one. Okay. So the point is you must save it. For the first time you want to restart or shut down your PC, you need to save it with this way. I hit on the normal, so I don't change it, press on OK, again OK. So it says that this autosave part, save information part is going to be saved in this directory. So if you want to change the folder, click on change folder, but if you don't want, press on yes save. That's the thing that I do, and done. So let me eject the flash disk. As you can see, my flash disk is ejected, and you'll see the Puppet comes up.